The barbershop and beauty salon in Black culture are many things. There's a special complexity to it, the stories and the bonding. We continue our celebration of Black History Month as Fox 5's Deidre Dukes takes a look at the culture and how some are taking it to the next level.
Welcome to another episode of Gut, Sweat, and Shears, the podcast, where we have conversations that highlight topics behind the chair and outside of the chair.
After decades in the beauty industry,
you have to focus on your gift.
Sharing life-changing conversations with clients and colleagues.
Graduated college. In the midst of that, I did a hair for a college graduation.
Terrence Smalls, a master barber, and his wife, master stylist Keena Smalls, are stepping out from behind the chair.
There's so many things that we speak about that we see on a consistent basis when we're servicing the clients in the business that become a big part of conversations.
A lot of our teams that started with us 5 years ago are now enrolled.
The most important thing is that they're getting the education.
With the recent launch of their podcast, Gut, Sweat, and Shears, the business owners are using modern technology to extend those conversations beyond the walls of Keena Smalls' Fayetteville hair salon.
Traditionally, we have so many things that we communicate about, and we shed tears, and we cry, and sometimes we laugh about it.
Black barbershops and hair salons have historically played a vital role in the African American community, driving economic development through entrepreneurship, while serving as a meeting place to educate, socialize, strategize, and organize. At times, even serving as a safe haven to debate the social and political issues of the day. In the late 1800s, Georgia's own Alonzo Herndon, an African-American entrepreneur and businessman who became one of the first Black millionaires in the U.S. and founded the Atlanta Life Insurance Company, owned 3 prosperous barbershops in Atlanta after learning the barbering trade in his early career. More than a century later, Black barbershops and beauty salons continue to thrive in cities nationwide.
We gonna talk a little smack too, bro.
Barbershop owner Carl Booker knows for many of his customers in Atlanta, his establishment is more than just a place to get a haircut.
For someone, it gives us a peace of mind to be able to come in a barbershop to sit around with the barbers and discuss politics and what's going on in our community.
Theron Johnson, a political consultant and CEO of Paramount Consulting Group, uses his time in the chair to talk politics.
It's the place that I come and sort of get a barometer on where candidates are in their campaigns. It's the place where I go to fellowship with a lot of barbers, a lot of my friends and colleagues, but more importantly, it's a place where you can go and have a very authentic conversation and truth about a host of issues, whether it's dealing with politics, social issues, business development.
As an industry veteran, Keena Smalls, known as Keena 360 on her social media platforms, uses the podcast as another vehicle to educate the next generation of stylists and others.
I appreciate being put in a position to change lives, all while I get to do what I love.
The Smalls will cover a range of topics, including branding, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship, while spotlighting experts who share their path to successful careers.
I know if I have this platform and I can bring it to other people, that it's just going to be an amazing journey for everybody, that we get to go on a ride together. So yes, I'm excited about it.